Traders, welcome into the video. I want to review some of my top swing trade setups going into next week. We have a lot of opportunities. I'm going to review the setups to the right here. I have more, but these are some of the key setups that I like. I just wanted to highlight those. If these trades do well, many of the other setups on the watch list, which I upload on Discord, link in bio, also not link in bio, link in the description, also X, link in the description. You could see more setups there. But anyway, these are the key ones. If these do good, everything should do well. These are really good setups, and I think we're approaching an area where we have a lot of explosive moves from these growth stocks. So I do want to say today is the 19th, Monday, MLK Day. Markets are closed. Tomorrow is the first day of the trading week on Tuesday. We do have some negative news, tariff news in relation to EU deal not getting done. So that will drop the markets. Markets will gap lower on Tuesday. Currently, weekend Wall Street has the Dow down 0.75%. So most things should actually be red on Monday, but I'm curious to see how the setups play out from there. I don't think a lot of these setups will get rattled too much, and I do not think it's a multi-day issue. I think this is a one session thing and it gets resolved. We've had a lot of tariff news over the last year, and I think the market is starting to kind of just get used to having a little bit of that in the mix. Anyway, so let's get into the actual setups. RGTI is the first on the list. This is an incredible mover. I traded this in 2024. We traded this in 2025 here. This was a beautiful breakout here. Second beautiful breakout. Stock goes from 16 all the way up to almost 60. So just massive movement here, and then it's been rebalancing, and it found a little bit of a bottom here. This is bottoming action, and then look at this tight action we have here. Volume has declined. This is really, really nice. As we can see, there's a key level here of about 26, which RGTI has retested multiple times. It's been rejected. It did have a couple false breakouts. This was a little premature. Tried again here, but it rejected the next day. And then we've had this beautiful action here, putting in a low of 24 about and rejecting at 26. So we have a $2 range here. So it's very tight for a stock that can really get moving quickly. So I really like this a lot. Also, QUBT, I'll just go to that one because this is another quantum stock. This looks really good as well. It's tightening up. So when you have multiple stocks in the same industry, same sector, that are all tightening and showing good setups, that is a very good sign because we want to see sector-wide rallies, right? If RGTI rallies, I want to see the other quantum names rally because that means there is additional tailwind for the actual theme in the trade, which themes are huge because when you have a hot theme, the stocks move significantly better. So USAR is the next one. This is a really good setup. I like the weekly on this. You could see this, it had a massive explosion in September of 25, but other than that, this was the prior high, this 18, 19 level. I would call it 19. And the only time it broke through, we had a massive move. So we're seeing that action again here, but this is really nice consolidation. It never tried to break out here. We're tightening up around the moving averages. So overall, I think if this can break out over 19, we can get a pretty sizable move here on USAR. Obviously, minerals, precious metals have been doing really well recently. So theme, right? Going back to theme. ASTI. ASTI is more of a speculative stock. It's $5. Also, liquidity is very low. You can see 1.7 million volume on the day is not a lot considering it's a $5 stock. So low liquidity, but it has a massive ADR at 32. And it has, I don't like this wicking action, but overall it continues to tighten up. And if this gives us an explosive move, I mean, it can double, triple very, very quickly. Anything with an ADR above 30 can double in a few days, obviously. CleanSpark, this probably needs a little bit more time, but overall we're seeing good action out of the data center stocks, data center / crypto mining stocks. Iron is an example, strong breakout here, another breakout there. So CleanSpark could follow through, and we're seeing a lot of other stocks like CleanSpark setting up as well. I like this setup. I think it's pretty good. Could it use a few more days? Yes, but it is something to keep on watch for next week. CRML, this is another metals company, kind of like USAR. and it had a massive move in the beginning of January from $7 to 17. So it's already made a big move, right? But you have to remember, like, if a stock has the potential to be a 10xer, right, or a 5x stock, it's got to move 100% first. So, and I like stocks that are on the move, right? It's not about catching it before the big rally. It's about catching it as it's beginning the next rally or the next leg in the rally. So it made a very strong move here, and then we had another piece of news, or another strong move, big volume, and now it's tightening up once again. I think this will probably give us another strong move here, and the liquidity is very good. You can see the action is very clean. It's staying above the moving averages, so it should be an easy stock to ride. Last one for the video is SERV, Serve Robotics. This is a stock that moves pretty well. Robotics also another industry that's done well. UMAC, for example, has given us a nice breakout last week, so I think Serve should also follow that as well. And as you can see, it's flagging here, lower highs, higher lows. I would say the key level is about 15, but we'll have to see some intraday structures. I want to see how this develops on the hourly, and so I can have more of a pinpoint entry. As you can see here, 1533 seems to be a key level, but I will continue to monitor this. It could use a couple more days before the actual breakout, but overall, robotic stocks are hot. Robotics is going to be a hot theme for the next few years, so this is one to watch. Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, that concludes the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. Please leave a like, and link in description. Discord community for access to the trades, for additional tools and resources. Go check that out, guys. And then also the X, which is in the description as well. I post a lot of setups and insights. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good one.